I really like cats. They're one of my favorite animals, and I learned that Eric Waugh likes to paint a lot of animals. I chose the butterfly because butterflies are really pretty, and I used to catch them with my fingers, not with a net. I learned a lot about Eric Waugh, and that he made a lot of animal pictures like dogs, but I didn't want to choose one of the dogs because I know he made a lot of dog pictures. I chose a dog because I've always wanted a pet dog, and I just like drawing them. I learned how to do the reflection in the eye and how to do the fuzzy fur. I chose a dog because dogs are my favorite animal, and I always wanted it for a pet. I learned that not to paint so roughly because then they'll make a mark. Choose a dog because I always wanted the dog, and I want to be an artist when I grow up. I learned how to do the eyes. Yeah. I chose a king cobra because I really like them, and even though I'm afraid of them, they look really cool. And I learned how to do the bark. I chose a giraffe because when I went to Africa, I saw a giraffe and a baby one, and I drew a picture of one. And so that's why I really like it. And what I learned from painting, if you use the brush, you could make designs on the side, and my painting it took a little hard work for me, and I really like my painting I made. I chose the butterfly because I really like its bright colors, and since it has bright colors, it really likes the sun, so I liked using all the bright colors. And one thing I learned is that Eric Waugh, he likes to paint with musicians, and he does a lot of weird stuff, like he painted on football helmets.
I chose the elephant because I like elephants, and I learned that Eric Waugh painted the biggest painting in the world at the time.
I chose the dog because I have one at home, and I learned how to do the reflection in the eyes. I chose the dog because I like dogs, and I learned that Eric Waugh painted a lot of animals. I chose a cat because it's easy to draw, and I learned that Eric Waugh likes to put designs in the background. I chose a horse because I think they're cute. One thing I learned about Eric Waugh was that he liked using gold dots in his pictures. The rattlesnake because I think it's cool. I learned that Eric Waugh did the biggest painting. It's Hero, and when I did this, I learned that also that Eric Waugh likes to paint animals.
I chose a king cobra because I was thinking first of all what was to draw, and one time in the zoo I started looking around and I saw a king cobra by the glass, and then and I learned that Eric Waugh draws hearts on his paintings. I chose a dog because I like dogs, and I used to have one, and I learned how to do the white dot in the eye and the fuzzy stuff to make it look real. I learned that you put the white dot in the eye to make the animal look real. The reason why I painted a horse is because my little sister really likes horses, and I wanted to learn how to paint one. I chose a cat because I think I love cats, and I also learned how to do the reflection in the eye to make it more realistic. Dog because I have one at home, and I learned that Eric Waugh painted lots of animals and dogs.
The king cobra because I learned that Eric Waugh painted a lot of animal pictures, and I think I like the king cobra because it can move its flaps out of its neck, and it can stand up like none other snakes.
I chose a wolf because I really like wolves, and I learned how to do the dot in the eye.